Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Now, if you are in the B2B space, you already know that LinkedIn has become the go to channel for business outreach. It's where we are able to find decision makers who actually respond. Deals start with a simple connection request and relationships turn into revenue. But here's the problem, doing all of this manually takes forever. That is the entire cycle from, say, finding prospects, sending connection requests, then doing the follow ups, and then finally getting a response. It's too much of a time that will get consumed in doing all of these activities. So, today, what we are going to cover is a way in which you can automate your entire LinkedIn outreach process, right from connections to sending the follow ups, using a tool called as Phantombuster. Now, first things first, what is Phantombuster? So, Phantombuster is a cloud based automation tool that connects with platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Google, and more to perform repetitive actions like, say, scraping of leads, sending connections, or doing the follow ups. Basically, it's like having a digital assistant that works for you and you get more time to focus on a real conversation. That's the replies that you get. So today we are going to cover four phantoms or four modules of Phantom Buster that help in terms of automating LinkedIn outreach in different ways. The first is their end-to-end LinkedIn outreach tool, wherein what it does, it starts right from sending a connection to sending the invitation message to doing the follow-ups. So we'll quickly see how to use it. So we'll click on the use now button. We'll see what are the different steps that we have to follow. So the first thing that it asks us is what are the profiles that you want to connect with. Now we have multiple things that we can do here. One is by inputting a Google sheet with all the LinkedIn links of the people that we are searching for or we want to connect with. So that's our basic prospect list. So in this case, what we can do is we can have a list of LinkedIn URLs created and we can add it over here. Now, a couple of things over here is LinkedIn. If you're using the free version, you get to send 100 connections on a weekly basis. And if you're using the Sales Navigator version, then you're able to send 200 connections. So what you can do is that if you have free LinkedIn, you can have a list of 100 LinkedIn URLs gathered and then just add the Google Sheet over here. Now, once I've done that, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and move to the next step. Over here, the next step is connecting to your LinkedIn account, which it automatically detects and connects. And the next step is adding the invitation message and customizing it as per our requirement. So say, for example, I want to personalize the tool by saying, hi, with the first name as a customization and telling that looking forward to connect. So this is just one thing that you can do. If you have something specific and if you were targeting very niche audience, and this comes in handy, wherein you're going very solution specific. Ideally, the trend that we have observed is the connections that are sent without an invitation note versus the connections that are sent with invitation note have a higher acceptance rate. The only reason being is that a person might be more interested in knowing about you if the person doesn't read an invitation. Now, say for example, say if I'm selling marketing services and there is only very little that I can express in a few words on an invitation note. So if I'm writing, hey, this is XYZ from this company and we are offering marketing solutions in this industry, there are very high chances that the person might ignore, considering that a lot of companies already have marketing teams or are partnered with other agencies. On the other hand, when I'm not sending an invitation note, I have an opportunity to actually get connected and share something more specific, something more broader with my lead, giving them a chance to reply back. So that's the difference, and it's completely up to you if you want to use the invitation message or not. Moving forward, we then start with the follow-up messages. Now, this is ideally the first message that we can send once a lead has accepted the connection. So we have option of scheduling 1, 2, and 3 follow-up messages. And we can even add attachments. So say the first follow-up is our invitation that we can send in a couple of days. So when do we want to send the first follow-up? That is after a connection is accepted. So if I want to send immediately, then I'll just put it at 0 days. I'll enter my intro message over here with the first name customization. If I want to have the company name mentioned over there, then I can do that. So I just did that and then I can say great to connect. That can be my first message along with a quick note all of that I can add. Then my second follow up, I want to send, say, after 1 day, saying, hi, following up, I wanted to connect with you. And then similarly, we can have our third follow up after 2 days. So we can have an entire format like a drip campaign created over here, so that I completely have my entire sequence of LinkedIn messages added and customized over here. So once this is done, I'll click on save, and it will ask me that how many connections do I want to send on a daily basis. Now this is again up to you. Prominent limit would be sending 20 connections a day since you're using an automated tool. So 20 times 5, that's 100 connections that you will be able to send in the entire week. You even have an option of modifying that. Okay, when do you want to send the connections? So you can either do it randomly or you can do it on weekdays during working hours. This is completely upon how do you want to customize this. Say if we go ahead with randomly, then there are chances that LinkedIn might not be able to detect that this is an automated activity and might be much safer as an option. Once this is done, I'll just simply click on save, and my outreach just gets started when I click on the on over here. And then it does all of these steps, and at the end of the week I can then analyze how many connections were sent, how many messages were sent, and what are the replies that I'm getting. So this in the end automates end-to-end LinkedIn outreach. Now in case, say for example, you don't want to do this end-to-end and you're just looking at sending connection requests, then there are other options. So one of them is the LinkedIn Auto Connect, wherein what we have to do is that we just have to prepare the Google Sheet with the LinkedIn links that we have of those prospects and add it over here, and it automatically sends the connection requests. So this is how easy it is to send connection requests. And over here, there are different parameters, different behaviors that we need to set. So once we have set all of these things, we have added the spreadsheet URL of the leads that we want to reach out to. It will connect to our LinkedIn account. Again, over here, we have an option of adding the invitation message. And once this is all done, we will be moving on to the behavior part, which is very important as to understanding how many invitations do we want to launch. Now, using this particular Phantom, we are able to send a maximum of 10 invites per launch. So in the advanced behavior setting, what we can do is, one, we can, instead of simulating the LinkedIn's dwell time, that's 1 minute for each profile, we'll untick it. The only reason being is we want to send more invitations in bulk. Now the auto connect feature, or rather the Phantom, can be used when you want to exhaust all of your connections in a single day within a few hours. So this comes in handy at that point. Wherein in the launch settings, I would, instead of running it once, what I can do is I can repeatedly run it by clicking, say, multiple times, like 4 times per day. Or if I want to go very aggressive, then what I can do 4 times per working hour or 4 times per hour. So this way, if it's run 4 times per hour and sending 10 connections, I can send 40 connections per hour. So this way I'll be able to exhaust my limit of 100 invitations within 3 to 4 hours. That's how you can use this particular tool. Further, there are 2 other tools wherein, say, if you want to go one step before the LinkedIn outreach, that is, say, I don't have a list of all my prospects on a Google Sheet. I just have a LinkedIn search based on my filters that I've created. And these are the people that I want to reach out to. Say, for example, I go to linkedin.com and over here I search for founder in the people search. So what I'm going to do over here is I'll just quickly add in a couple of filters. Like there should be my second, third connections. I'll add in the location and the industry as per my ICP, as per which locations am I targeting. So in this case, I'm taking United States. And what I'll do is that I'll just take one industry as, say, technology, information and internet. This is just for an example that I'm showing, that I'll just say take this. So I have this one search that is created, and I know that these people are as per my ICP and I want to target them. I want to send connections only to them. So what I can do is that I can use this LinkedIn search to lead outreach Phantom, wherein the first thing that it does, it connects to your LinkedIn account. Then it asks that, okay, just add the search link that you have created. So I'll just copy my search URL from the search that we have created using the filters. I'll paste it over here. And again, it will ask me whether I want to send an invitation message along with my connection note or not. And then the process of sending the follow-ups, that is sending the main messages, right? After the correction is accepted, we can set that entire campaign. Similarly, we can do using a Sales Navigator. So if you have a Sales Navigator, then the same process can be done wherein you create more narrowed down filters, shortlist your entire lead list, and then you can upload it over here. So this is a more end-to-end outreach wherein right from searching of the profiles, that's prospecting, to the final outreach and with the follow-ups is completely taken care by Phantombuster. So this was about it. This was how you can completely automate your LinkedIn outreach by setting these phantoms up on Phantombuster. Now, if you found this useful, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, please put it up in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more such automation tutorials. And thank you so much for watching this video.